Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we have another unboxing video for you, a double unboxing. Actually, I have 3 watches in, but I don't want to do a triple unboxing. I find that double unboxings work a little bit better. I did a triple unboxing once, and it didn't get very many views at all. I think that's just too long. Let's start out with the wrist check. I'm wearing my Skami 100-meter field watch. Today is Sunday, so I'm going to church. So this is going to be a church watch today. And you're saying, well, is that really an appropriate watch for church? And I imagine, yeah, I think if Jesus wore a watch way back then, if they had watches, he'd probably wear a Skami, something kind of unpretentious. And Greg was wearing my plated rainbow stub, which is, if it was the real thing, would be very pretentious. Grego said that Han Solo and Lando Calrissian were working on a project to create a dam in the Ura Valley to provide Tatooine with a much-needed water supply. After the dam was completed, it took a long time for the water to rise. Han asked Lando, "You're a dam fool?" And Lando said, "Who is more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him?" Okay, here are my 2 packages from AliExpress. You notice I didn't say box because the one on the left is not a box. So let's go ahead and start with the one on the left. I went ahead and sharpened my knife today, so hopefully it works a little bit better than last time. Oh yeah, that cut right through it. Alright, since it's nice and sharp, let's put it away so I don't cut myself. And here's the watch. Wow, this is a little bit more substantial than I was expecting. And here it is. This is obviously an homage to a Richard Mille. So let's go ahead and take off the plastic and throw it on the wrist and see what it looks like. The brand is Mini Focus. I've never reviewed a Mini Focus before. You see them all over the place. Obviously, if you're familiar with Mini Focus, this is a very affordable watch. In fact, it's so affordable, it doesn't look like it's even a chronograph. Oh, they cheated. It's not a chronograph. It just looks like a Richard Mille, but doesn't give you the extra hands. So it's just a basic quartz watch. Well, I guess, in all honesty, if you had a Richard Mille homage, would you actually use the chronograph functions? Okay, well, let's go ahead and throw it on the wrist, see what it looks like. Here it is on my 7.5-inch wrist. It looks nice. I mean, other than not being a chronograph, it doesn't seem near as cheap as it cost. But once again, that's kind of disappointing that it doesn't have the chronograph function, because I bought a Liege chronograph that was very cheap. So I think it would have been, they could have kept it a chronograph and kept the price down. But man, it looks like a Richard Mille other than that. And it doesn't seem near as cheap as I was expecting. So I will do a full review on this. Okay, let's go ahead and do the next box. I bet you can guess what it is just by the shape. Of course you can guess what it is because you saw my opening. I don't keep these things as a surprise when I create my opening tag. So you know what the watch is all along. But let's go ahead and open it anyway like it's a surprise. And it's a Benyar. I've reviewed many a Benyar on this channel. So let's go ahead and open her up. We have the unsigned warranty card. Like you would actually ship it back to China if you had a problem with it. Have the instruction manual. We all know how to use a watch. Got the cleaning cloth. This is a nice one. Very similar to the ones that Pagani Design provide. And let's take a look at the watch. And as you can see, it is another homage to a Longines Hydro Conquest. Except for some reason they didn't put a 9 there. I don't know why they didn't put a 9. And it looks like it's an automatic too. For some reason I thought I was getting a quartz, but no, this is an automatic. Okay, I've had many Benyar automatic before, and they've actually performed very well. I've done time graphs on a lot of them, and I can usually get the time pretty well. A lot of times, though, I have to demagnetize them because Benyar puts a magnet in their box, which is kind of foolish. I even reached out to one of their stores and mentioned that they probably shouldn't do this, and they didn't seem to really care. But if you don't have a demagnetizer and you order a lot of these Chinese watches, it's probably a good idea to get one. Let me go ahead and take this tag off. And let's remove some more plastic. It's coming off fairly easy. I must admit, I just reviewed the Guangqin Longines homage, and the Guangqin is a much nicer watch than this one. You're really not getting a very good looking dial and bezel. I can already tell you that much. Of course, this watch is, of course, a lot more affordable than the Guangqin. So, and I complained about the Guangqin clasp. Well, this has your Benyar clasp. And the only thing worse than about the worst clasp you can get is a Benyar clasp, because there's no micro adjust whatsoever. And every Benyar I've ever reviewed that has a steel bracelet has this clasp. So this is the only clasp we're going to get. Of course, one nice thing is at least you can change it. It's not an integrated clasp. So let's go ahead and throw it on the wrist, see what it looks like. Here it is unsized on my 7.5 inch wrist. It looks like I can get 2 fingers on. So if you have a really big wrist, you might not be able to wear this. Of course, the easiest way to make this bracelet larger is to replace the clasp with a full milled clasp with a micro adjust. That will seriously lengthen the bracelet. So if you have an 8.5 inch wrist and want to wear this, just get a bigger clasp. Well, thank you for watching my unboxing video. And I will be back with more reviews and unboxing. It'll be a while before I review these two, because I got a lot of watches in my queue. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.